Wait, did you already discuss on this podcast on your thoughts on what culture already on the show?
I think I already have.
And we already discussed about the New Japan WWE war that might be happening, although it's nothing big just yet. But over time, it could be.
But, I mean, I might not be, crazy about it right now, but if it gets big to the point where there's actual competition, then I'm all for it, because we desperately, in the this wrestling business certainly needs it. It needs competition. And so, do I think New Japan may be a viable competition? I mean, at this point, probably not. It might change, and they might, be an actual competition. But
True.
And if they do, then great. I'm all for it. I want to see them compete. I want to see I want to see some motivation from WWE and an actual threat.
Pretty much so. Oh wait, there's another thing that we could talk about if you want to, where WWE has briefly mentioned, what? No. Oh wait, now I remember now that WWE Superstars and I forgot what. Okay, WWE Superstars and other people around the wrestling community, even fans, are saying, "Oh my, Kenny Omega versus Okada from WrestleMania I almost had to say WrestleMania Wrestle Kingdom 11 was the greatest match I have ever seen. It's even greater than Taker Michaels 1 at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, people have said that, right? I remember people say,
yeah. And I saw the match. It was a great match, but it was not better than
that just shows you what kind of how doomed this business is. You say that match was better than Taker Michaels at WrestleMania 25. I mean, you're entitled to your own opinion.
But some opinions just sound ridiculous.
But you say that, but if you're going to come up to me and say, oh, Kenny Omega Okada match at WrestleMania.
It's Wrestle Kingdom.
Wrestle Kingdom 11. Whatever it was called. Wrestle Kingdom 11 was better than Taker Michaels at WrestleMania 25. If you're seriously going to come up to me and say that, I will tell you to your face that you don't know you don't know real wrestling. You do not. And you do not know how an actual great, fantastic main event caliber match should be.
Yes, although that match didn't main event at all, but that's besides the point.
That didn't even main event?
No, I'm talking about Taker Michaels 1.
Oh.
Yeah, that didn't main event.
Oh, well, but it was a main event style match.
Yes, clearly
it was, because
but nobody couldn't see it.
Clearly it was, because after that match, nobody cared about the rest of the show.
Yeah,
they wanted to go home.
We had Zeta after, and then we had Triple H after, which actually had a good story and a good match, but that was just on the wrong part of the card.
Yeah.
Oh, gee, that was bad.
But to say that I haven't seen the match, so I can't criticize.
It's already on YouTube. You got to check it out.
Yeah, I'll probably check it out sometime. I saw it was 50 minutes long. I'm like, oh my god!
No, it was about 40 minutes long.
Oh,
but it was, I don't know. But it was worth it. It was worth it.
It probably was counting the entrances or something.
Yeah,
like that.
It was. Worth it.
But I can't criticize the Omega Okada match too much, because I haven't seen it. But I can guarantee you it is not as great as it is not better. It would not be better than Taker and Michaels.
Pretty much so.
And people were saying, and I think I heard about this. People were saying that Kenny Omega is the greatest wrestler of all time.
No, I think they said the greatest in-ring performer.
The greatest in-ring performer of all time.
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels, Undertaker,
AJ Styles.
Yeah, AJ Styles,
Kurt Angle.
Hell, even their darling Daniel Bryan. Even Daniel Bryan, he's better than Bryan.
What? Nah, not gonna get into that. No, I was gonna say maybe, but
even CM Punk, he's better than CM Punk.
Okay, even though he's dead and murdered people, I'm gonna say maybe Benoit. Heck no.
Yeah. Kurt Angle, better than Kurt Angle? Hell no. Hell
No. I
no.
really got a really good one
He
now.
better than Bret Hart?
Oh, come on,
Bet-
you gotta stop doing that. You gotta stop taking that.
I didn't even know you were thinking of
I was
that.
gonna know. We clearly named all the good
Yeah.
guys, but you.
Better than Bret Hart? Hell no. Better than Mr. Perfect? Hell no.
Well, even though he's a mid Carter, but that's besides the point.
But he was still great. He was still a great performer.
Pretty
and
much
he
so.
was-
Oh
he
wait,
was
I
great.
got another one. Better than Ric Flair.
Yeah, better than Flair, better than Dusty Rhodes. Like,
Get out of here.
get out of here.
I believe the Young Bucks had that. No, that's what they saw in the match.
Yeah, no, I think the Young Bucks said it too. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I mean, I understand they're friends with him, and want to compliment him in that way, and that's, I guess, okay. But
You're giving him too much power.
that's too much credit. Like, I'm sure he's good, and I'm sure he's okay.
And has
but
the potential.
I'm sure he has some potential, but I don't think he's the greatest in-ring performer of all time.
He's not close enough to Styles.
Or
Michael.
Not even Shawn Michaels, not Taker, not Bret Hart, not Mr. Perfect, not even AJ Styles, not even CM Punk, not even Daniel Bryan, none of those guys.
Should we technically count Brock Lesnar before his second run?
Well, okay, maybe Brock before his second run. Yeah, you can't even better than Brock before his Brock in his first run, probably not. But oh god, greatest in-ring performer. That baffles me. That really does.
We keep wonder not whether they're smoking, but what made you come to that conclusion? Unless you didn't watch enough WWE back in the day, I really wonder.
I don't know. I used to like the Young Bucks until they got a little annoying. To be honest, they just started doing stealing stuff from New Day and Broken Matt Hardy. They started copying stuff of Broken Matt Hardy and the New Day, and it was like, all right, come on, stop, just be your own, yourselves or whatever.
Yeah, pretty much so. Very much so. I just found nothing else to say.
The whole super kick party thing, stick to that. That's you. That's your gig. Don't try and dress up as Broken Matt Hardy or try to do moves like Broken Matt Hardy or
just don't.
Yeah, just don't. Just don't. Just don't. That's all we could say.
I got another one.
What?
Better than Owen Hart?
Yeah, better than Owen Hart? Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, he might have screwed up one time and break Austin's neck, but other than that, he's one of the best.
Pretty much so.
That's just a spit on Owen Hart's grave in my book. Hell, you even say better than Brian Pillman? Before his ankle screwed his whole career.
Yeah, I never saw a single match from Brian Pillman, so I can't defend him. Although I'm sure he was great, though. I'm sure he was.
Oh, he was definitely mic wise too. Great on the mic, great entertainer, and he was great in the ring too.
Wait, was he a mid carder or an upper mid carder?
He was it depends on where you see it. WCW he was always upper mid card level, and then WWE he was pretty much mid card. He was always mid card. He never challenged for the WWE title. He never went to that.
All right then.
Maybe if he was still alive in the Attitude Era, maybe he would have had a shot.
Name one guy from either Raw or SmackDown that you would like to see become the world champion one day.
On the current?
Yes.
On both Raw or SmackDown.
I guess we can do both just to get a little bit more discussion. But I'm thinking for one right off the bat is no, I feel no. I'm trying to think of somebody good. I was gonna say Sami Zayn, but then again, it doesn't seem too much to draw into. At least if he had a better character, then maybe.
I'd say for Raw, I probably wouldn't say Strowman because they're really not doing that good much with him.
Well, book him somewhere like a Great Khali?
No. On Raw, I don't know.
Why small?
I haven't watched Raw in a while, so I can't really I haven't really kept up.
Well, speaking for SmackDown, I definitely say Bray Wyatt. He's got to become world champion eventually, either this year or next year.
Well, to be honest, they missed the boat. I feel like it's too late for Bray. I feel like it's too late to resurrect Bray. I would love to see it. Don't get me wrong. I love to see him become, WWE champion at some point. But with the way they've booked him ever since he's been brought up on the main roster, doesn't look like it's
lost to Cena.
Even if
lost to Taker.
Even if he wins the title this year, it ain't gonna mean that much. Then it's not gonna mean as much as it should have been when he went on the main roster.
Pretty much so, and not just because of losing to Taker and Cena either. Losing multiple matches and rivalries. A record
loss at pay-per-views.
It is just a very bad shame. This terrible.
It's already too late with Bray. There really is no fixing Bray. Even with the whole Orton thing. They kind of screwed up on that too with the whole, which actually might as well transition to SmackDown.
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about SmackDown yet. How did we forget that?
Of what's been going on. So I'm just going to give you the short version. I'm just going to give you what I think of all the current storylines and rivalries that are happening right now.
Okay, that's fine.
So, the whole thing with Bray and Orton. So you have them drop, and this is exactly what the problem is with WWE. This is exactly why their young stars are not getting over. They hotshot them without any storyline. Nothing. Because here's what happened. And I didn't even say a comment about this. On SmackDown, I think it was the first SmackDown of 2017 or the last show of 2016. They had Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton drop the belts to American Alpha.
Oh no, that was the last SmackDown 2016.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, they had them drop the belts to American Alpha without even any build up. We didn't know anything about it. They just dropped it to American Alpha, and all of a sudden now they're building towards a breakup between them when this should have been the breakup. And at the same time, you missed the boat with American Alpha because there was no build up of them winning the belt or build up of them rivaling with the Wyatts.
Although it's nice for them to face off and win the world championships, but.
Don't get me wrong. I was hoping American Alpha would be tag champs one day and actually win it right. But they completely hot-shotted them here without anybody without any build up or anything. That's why nobody. This is exactly what WWE does. They hot-shot them for no reason. They put the belts on them for no reason. No build up. Nothing.
No one gets over, basically.
Yeah, no one gets over, and you kind of see it here with how they're doing it with American Alpha because there really is no promos with them. There's no build up to other rivalries. There's really nothing with them right now.
Okay, fine. I'm just gonna throw this out there. You might agree with me or not, but I have a bad feeling that they're gonna do Finn Balor just like they did.
And it's such a shame too, because American Alpha, I was really actually getting behind.
Same. Well, when they were first introduced going into SmackDown, I was hyped oh boy, what is American Alpha gonna do? And then once they make their debut. Not much so.
Exactly.
Just dished them out. Come on, they're one of the greatest tag teams in NXT.
Or it's one of the most or they were at least the most popular tag team that people wanted to see.
Mm-hmm.
But then they kind of didn't do much, and then all of a sudden now they just hot-shotted them right to the tag titles.
I'm gonna feel so bad for the Revival when they come up.
Yeah, because Revival, they have potential.
No. They're probably going to go from the Revival to... Yeah, I don't know what the opposite of Revival is.
I don't know, but that was one of my rants for SmackDown. And they're definitely... And they should have definitely done this with, all of a sudden all of a sudden, Randy Orton and Harper have beef. Before they were cool, and then all of a sudden now they're just, They're just hating on each other
because they lost the tag team titles.
But just because of that, and it was just a stupid way of doing it too. He accidentally punches Harper when Harper was on the apron. What? This is stupid.
Whoa, wait! It looked like he clearly punched him out.
Yeah, it was I don't know. It was just dumb.
I don't.
It's just the whole thing is just. I think they completely missed the boat here, and it just took me off. Took me out of this whole story. But anyways,
We need more of that. We need more of that.
What else was I gonna get to with SmackDown? So the Intercontinental title picture. Now they have the Miz feuding with Dean Ambrose, and this whole thing revolving around Renee Young. The relationship between Ambrose and Renee Young. Of course, in real life, they're dating, and the whole thing with now it's Dean Ambrose and Renee Young versus Miz and Maurice.
Well,
the whole thing revolving around Maurice and Renee Young.
Before you continue, I just have to say that, okay, this rivalry has the potential to be good, especially since Miz sparked it off with, oh, my obsession with Dean Ambrose? You're the one that's sleeping with him. Just injecting some of that reality-based information into the storyline helps it out, but you need to continue to progress and make this rivalry actually compelling, something to care about. Even though Dean Ambrose won the Intercontinental Championship last week or so.
Yeah, and they just had Dean Ambrose win the Intercontinental title, which is kind of it's I don't understand. I really don't understand. I mean, I don't understand why people were so behind this when Ambrose was winning the Intercontinental. This is his second title. He's already won the Intercontinental title.
No, he won the Intercontinental title the second time. He won the U.S. title. No, that's three titles in his entire career. No, 4 titles. Somebody's saying world champion. How did I forget that?
WWE World Champion, the U.S. Intercontinental.
Yeah, but he won the Intercontinental. This is the second time winning it, so it's four-time full-time champion.
Well, it's still his third title.
Yes.
But it's this is the second time he's won it.
Oh, wait, all he has to do is win the tag team titles, then he becomes a Grand Slam champion.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I wouldn't be surprised if he wins it, though.
But I mean, he's already Intercontinental champion. It's you wait. This is again the problem with WWE. They waste their blow off matches to be on a Raw or Smackdown instead of doing it on a pay-per-view.
Not only does WWE waste their part-time talent. Their part-time talent, their full-time talent, and the titles. The titles. All 3 things that important that matter to a wrestling show. We waste it all.
And again, the other thing is you're making Miz feel like the baby face, which again because all the time now you're having Daniel Bryan be the GM and keep granting Dean Ambrose title shot after title shot. Which he doesn't even earn. Which is now Ambrose is becoming the heel and Miz is becoming a baby face.
This isn't the Stephanie McMahon show. This isn't Raw.
It's now we're rooting for the heels. Now we're rooting for the Miz. It's so ass backwards.
It's already been done before, but this is the second or third time in his career that he's actually getting over, possibly as a face.
I mean, people are not cheering him.
I know, but he's getting over, or some going to.
He is. I mean, he does get over as a heel. That's what he's designed to play.
Pretty much so.
He'll never be a babyface ever again. After that whole run in 2013 where they tried him as a babyface, that whole run sucked.
What did that suck? What? I'm sure that didn't suck as much compared to that one run they gave him with the world title back in 2011.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a big draw, but he was a viable heel champion. I'll give him credit.
Oh, wait a minute, because he's also a Grand Slam. Wait, Riz is a Grand Slam champion.
Is he? Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, he is a Grand Slam champion.
Yet they're not acknowledging it.
I feel like they have. They had to.
Well, there was an article I saw in DVD. I didn't click on it yet on 7 different Grand Slam champions in the world in the internet.
They had to have mentioned it.
Unless they had to say, oh wait, you have to win the what was it? The Universal title.
I don't know if they beheld the Universal champion, or I don't know if they
have to let that.
They pulled that article out when the Universal title was there.
No, yes, they did.
Oh,
but I'll have to check it out.
But yeah, that I wasn't interested in all that. It was going somewhere until like they just had Ambrose win the title just like that on a SmackDown.
Pretty much so. Well, what do you even have to say about Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss?
Well, I will say, like, it is one of the most redeeming qualities I think of SmackDown is the whole Becky Lynch Alexa Bliss. It's not a great women's championship rivalry, but it's somewhat interesting, and it's something that is like they booked it pretty well.
And it's better than anything that Sasha versus Charlotte have ever done.
Yeah, better rivalry than what Charlotte and Sasha have done, and now I think the next SmackDown they're gonna have a steel cage match for the women's title, or tomorrow night actually.
Yes, which should be compelling. Let's see how it all turns out. And this is
which I'm kind of looking forward to.
Yes, and another reason being why I'm looking forward to it is because this is more of a baby step. That hey, they messed up on the stuff for Sasha and Charlotte.
Yeah, maybe this
is cage.
Yeah, maybe this is a way for SmackDown to get back on Raw, saying you screwed up on the steel cage on the Hell in a Cell match between Charlotte and Sasha. Now we're gonna do it even better with the steel cage match.
Well, at least with the steel cage, there's not really much to mess up or botch up. You're basically putting each other up in the cage, using the cage as a weapon. I guess doing some top rope spots onto the cage. It would be interesting if Alexa Bliss decided to do a sparkle splash off the cage.
I don't know. I doubt it.
Yeah, I totally doubt that. Well, the only way that would happen is if Becky Lynch stands up and gets in the right position to catch Alexa Bliss. That's the only way that would happen.
But they have the whole thing now with like that masked female wrestler, like
La Luchador.
Yeah, it was like
who is
she? It reminds me a lot about back then when Eddie Guerrero and JBL had the rivalry, and Eddie and JBL had a steel cage match for the WWE title, and someone dressed up as like a luchador, like cost Eddie the match, and it turned out to be Kurt Angle.
Which led up to their match at WrestleMania 20.
No, it led up to their it was like after WrestleMania 20. It was like it would be their rematch at SummerSlam that year. Kurt Angle and Eddie Guerrero.
Well, also, I made me think about The Miz for a moment.
Oh well, when he came back, when he was like the Canadian kid, he came back with the mask.
Yes, to face off against Eugene.
Yeah. But yeah, hopefully that steel cage match should be good. Just that rivalry is like one of the most redeeming qualities. I think. I don't know who they'll reveal as that masked luchador.
One can wonder.
People are saying it's Eva Marie. I don't see that. She looks small. She looks a little small to be Eva Marie. Eva Marie's a pretty tall girl.
Yeah, I think she's about just a little bit taller than I think she's like 5'10", 6'.
Yeah, she's a pretty tall girl. So I can't say it's Eva Marie.
Okay, well I have something. Wait, well my guy's something to ask you. Although, I guess the.
Oh yeah, well
for SmackDown.
Oh yeah, well yeah. What do you think though of now that James Ellsworth is like out of the whole they're done with the whole Dean Ambrose, James Ellsworth, AJ Styles thing. Now they have Ellsworth with Carmella for some reason.
I didn't
I mean, it's a little. I don't know how I feel about it. Actually,
it's not okay. I won't say it's interesting. It's something random. It's like, oh, you two put together.
Yeah, this is just random and odd. Like, this is such an odd pairing. You have Ellsworth all of a sudden now is with Carmella after all this. I don't know where this is going.
It makes me cringe a little bit inside. Like, wait, why are these two together? What's the reason for them pairing up? Is Carmella using him?
Yeah,
where's the storyline?
I don't how it all started. Just Rant, after Styles. I think it was after Ellsworth had his match with Styles for the title, and Styles just beat him in quick fashion, probably 20 seconds that match lasted.
Pretty much so.
And then he completely demolished Ellsworth, and then Ellsworth came out of the locker room all hurt and everything, and then all of a sudden Carmella just enters, is like, She's like, Ellsworth needs some space. He's hurt. Don't you see that? Come with me, Ellsworth.
She's using him.
And I was like, what the hell is this about?
She's using him.
Like, this is so random. Carmella. And now, like, every week on SmackDown, Carmella's facing some kind of jobber, and beating her, and Ellsworth like keeps like. What's funny is I don't even understand why she needs Ellsworth's help to beat these jobbers.
I got nothing.
That's what I don't understand. Ellsworth is just like at ringside helping her like beat these like she shouldn't even have to have help to beat these jobbers.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense.
It's a squash match.
No, not that. I'm talking about. But actually, I think they're gonna have Chris Jericho in the Rumble, yet he's the United States champion, so that doesn't make sense to me.
What do you mean? That makes sense.
Wait, world champions are only the ones excluded from the Royal Rumble match.
Yeah, but that's the United States title.
Wait, I didn't know that.
The United States title is not the heavyweight belt.
No. I thought everyone that is a champion was excluded from the Rumble.
No, Dean Ambrose is in the Royal Rumble match, and he's the Intercontinental Champion.
Okay, then that's some.
I mean, the world champions are excluded for the Rumble,
of course.
but the mid card champions are not.
But that's more matches that you can have on the card. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Royal Rumble is no, the Royal Rumble's not a 4-hour show. Thankfully,
I hope not. I hope they don't announce it like anytime this week
or
next week.
I would laugh inside if that was the case. Like, no, well, even worse, to have all 4 big pay-per-views be a 4-hour show.
Well, I think that's where they're heading at some point.
Yes, I'm thankful that WWE.
I hope WrestleMania this year is not 5 hours.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, what are you gonna do for 5 hours?
Never again.
Yes, we had to sit through almost 7 hours of content, and I almost fell asleep at the end.
I was like dying to go to bed. I had class. I had class the next morning. But anyways, what was I talking? Yeah, Ellsworth and Carmella. That whole thing is stupid.
Why even?
The whole thing with Nikki Bella and Natalia is stupid. I'm not even interested in that. They have like the whole thing of Natalia was the one that attacked.
That's
Nikki
kind of
Bella.
predictable, pretty much so.
Yeah, it was just like this is not even interesting at all. I don't even care about this.
But just to switch off to something, I guess, a little bit more interesting, what are your thoughts on the UK champion and the UK division?
I mean, business wise, it's not a dumb move because they're trying to reach out to the UK audience, and to do that, you have these UK wrestlers. I mean, I'm not really interested in it, but business wise, it is a smart move for them to do it. They want to reach like a broader audience, like their UK audience too. They want to appeal to them too.
Yep.
So, and I think they seem to love it. So, hey, you know what? It works. I mean, I'm honestly not interested in it.
But would you complain if I told you that? Well, it's not. I don't know if it's official yet, but would you complain if the guy who won the tournament was actually one of What Culture's guys?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
But you wouldn't really be complaining, though.
I mean, it is what it is. I'm not a fan of the whole UK championship, but if it's doing a job to gain audience members, then
go for it. Go figure.
Go figure. Yep.
But,
do what's best for your business.
But just ask this, okay, if What Culture, so even though you're not a fan of What Culture anymore because of what they believe in with signing with WWE, can you at least give What Culture some credit that, hey, since the guy Adam, I guess, who's the main guy for What Culture, made his own videos about, hey, here's how I book this storyline or that storyline from the past or even into the future. Decides to put the money where his mouth is and make his own wrestling promotion.
He's already done that.
I know that's what he's doing right now, but at least I had to give some credit to Adam from What Culture for at least that, despite what they believe in with signing with WWE apparently.
I mean, all right, like they have their own promotion, good for them.
Wait a minute, okay, now it's actually confusing. They have their own promotion and they say, hey, I can book this better than WWE. yet they agree with what the WWE has to say. Like, wait, what?
That's why I don't. That's why I don't screw with them. That's why I don't.
Look at their videos,
Yeah.
see the news, and what's going on. Just.
But it is what that is. But anyways, back to SmackDown now.
I suppose there's some more to talk about SmackDown.
What?
I suppose there's some more to talk about with SmackDown. I thought we were done.
Well, no, we haven't touched upon the main storyline, the main championship.
We clearly know what's
And
going on.
And that now it's going to be John Cena and AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble for the WWE title. But just to give my opinion on it, because I haven't said it on here, it is time to give John Cena that 16th world title. WWE's already promised it, so they might as well deliver right now.
Pretty much
it's the right time to do it.
Royal Rumble, Cena wins it. Fireworks, balloons, confetti.
They're gonna go all out with that celebration.
What you mean? What? Just like SummerSlam of '94, except there was actually
You mean '93?
Yes, I did. Except there's actually a clean win.
Yeah, I think that's what they're gonna do. But yeah, I mean, as much as we hate the fact that he's gonna be tying Ric Flair's record, that he has to be the one to do it. They promised it, so they're gonna have to follow through on it. And I think this is the best time to do it. And I know people will say Styles losing this, Cena is gonna get buried.
No.
It's like Styles has beaten him like multiple times in 2016. Most of them might not have been clean, but he beat him, but he did at one point beat him clean, and that was at SummerSlam.
Yep, although there'll be 2 matches with them though, because rematch clause.
Yeah, well, that'll be at Elimination Chamber.
Fastlane. Oh yeah.
No, Fastlane will be the Raw pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah,
Elimination Chamber will be SmackDown.
I forgot that Elimination Chamber is going to in this.
Yeah, I know they didn't even do Elimination Chamber last year. But anyways, yeah. They had so yeah, Cena's got to go over here.
Why couldn't Chamber be?
And then you have Cena be the headline WrestleMania as the WWE champion, which he hasn't done since WrestleMania 23. He hasn't.
What a coincidence!
10 years later, he hasn't headlined WrestleMania as the WWE champion in 10 years.
I know, it's mind-boggling.
Because I think 24 he went in there as a challenger. 25 he went in there as a challenger. 26, 27, 28 he fought The Rock. 29 he fought The Rock but he challenged for the belt. 30 he faced Wyatt. 31 he faced Rusev.
But
32
that was for the U.S. title, but that was still challenger.
But it's still a challenger.
32 injured.
32 he only made an appearance, and now 33 he'll be the one to headline WrestleMania as the champion.
Oh hey, oh yeah, hey, let's say you're at a bar, like, oh hey guys, what's going on? Or like, oh man, I've been hearing some interesting stuff about WWE going to WrestleMania 33. Who's the world champion now? Who's the world champion now? John Cena.
And he's like, again, still, still.
Yeah, and it's been over. And hear this. It's been over 10. It's been 10 years since you walked in WrestleMania the champion.
You know how many people I've walked to and say, "Oh, this guy's a champion now," and they're like, "Really? He's still wrestling? He's so old. It's too old to be wrestling." You know how many times I've heard that from people that were like former wrestlers, and then I say, "Oh, this guy's still or he's the champion." He's like, "Really?" And they all get the same, reaction. They're both all like, "Really? Still? He's too old to be wrestling, isn't he? He's been wrestling for like almost 20 years."
Well, Triple H, yeah, but not Cena.
Yeah, not Cena, but he's getting there.
Yes, unless... Oh, please change Cena's attire when he turns 40, because I can't look at Cena. Hey, I'm 40 years old, I'm walking out with
40-year-old man still dressed like a kid with a hat, t-shirt, shorts.
That is a shame. That is a shame. At least...
Well, you know what? Cena's not going to care. He's dating Nikki Bella.
What's Nikki Bella have to do with in his attire?
But I mean, I'm saying he dresses as a kid, but he's still dating like Nikki Bella.
Yeah, in
which
which they
a lot of guys would kill to have.
yeah, but there's more girls up there. Plus, Xena might just be marrying Nikki Bella in the near future.
Well, that's obviously going to be a given. But yeah, Cena needs to go over. You know, Styles. He was the guy. He was the guy of 2016. You know,
Wait,
he
Xena was not the guy of 2016. It's AJ Styles.
yeah. So now you know Styles doesn't need to prove himself anymore. He's already beaten him 3 times
Pretty much
in
so.
2016. So you know, at some point, Cena's gotta get his.
No surprise there.
So Cena will win at Royal Rumble, as designed to do, and then he'll go on to WrestleMania, headline WrestleMania as the champion, and defend against the Undertaker, which hopefully is the Undertaker that wins the Rumble. Yep, that's yeah, that's pretty much it for us. So hope you enjoyed our videos for today, and next time we will do predictions for Royal Rumble.